Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Hearthstone Battlegrounds Lobby Legends. I'm TJ, joined by Sottle, and we got another game on our hands in just a few moments. Sottle, Game 2, Lobby B, and I'm excited for this one. I feel like we've had some good games today. I don't think we've seen anything too crazy, but we've seen a lot of solid technical play in the later turns. Oh, what? Echo was so far down last week.
Really?
Not last week.
Last tournament, yeah.
Last tournament. But I guess because this is the Dark Horse group.
And then recency bias being a player that they recognized from the last tournament.
Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
It does make sense, yeah. Cool. That's nice, though. I like to see it. Crow Neko fans rising up. And you know what? The winner of the first game of this lobby, all the way down at the bottom of fantasy team pick percentage, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. And it's a player with a very interesting story. Qualified, I believe, or at least hit a qualifying percentage on a free-to-play account, like without the season pass, meaning 2 heroes, as far as I understand it. And I believe even the name, our pronunciation of it is horrible, by the way, but actually pronounced properly in Korean, I think it just means turtle or tortoise, and it's just one of the auto-generated names that you can get on a Blizzard account. So, like, this is a free-to-play warrior that we are dealing with right now, who's absolutely stampeding all the way through to this point, and has now picked up a lobby win on the big stage as well. So, hats off.
Yeah, and it looked like a fantastic game, specifically on those last couple turns from... I know I'm probably butchering the name completely, now that you told me it's an actual word.
I think Boogie is correct, but I think the first syllable is like Yo or something as opposed to Geo, but I'm not gonna try. Like my Korean pronunciation is not there. You are welcome to try and look it up and get the confirmation if you want. I can see it already. I know the TJ stance where he's Googling things, and that's exactly what we're looking at right now.
Yeah, I'm Googling it, but I'm not even gonna begin to try.
Nope.
I just like to call him Geo Boogie because it makes me think of like dance move, you know, I'm doing the
yeah. Do the Geo Boogie. Yeah, it's what geologists do at the party after they finished a long hard day of looking at rocks and they just want to unwind, you know, kick off their shoes, let down their hair. They just do the Geo Boogie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's how they when they're studying volcanoes, that's how they teach them to jump from molten rock to molten rock. They do the Geo Boogie. Well, I'm gonna say I'm done. So.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought there was gonna be a follow-up to that. But yes,
no follow-up. That's it.
A very good start and a very good name for Geo Boogie indeed. But certainly the likes of Kid and Pompata, who died in a tie for 7th and 8th. We talked a little bit about how generally the theme of this group is players that we haven't seen or players that we have seen briefly because they haven't had great performances when they've shown up. And Kid and Pompata kind of fall into that latter group. And that's the kind of thing that can get overwhelming fairly quickly, I would say, if you start to get bad performances all over again. So here we are, looking at our geologist slash dancer slash turtle, going with the Ticketus choice this time around, which is fascinating to me because I would ascribe Ticketus to be a feast or famine type hero, like a first or last type hero in very simple terms. And that's not really what Geo Boogie needs right now, right?
I guess like Ozamot would probably be the safe choice in that selection.
Yeah. Look at some stats real quick.
But it is what it is. I like the Ticketus. All right, we're gonna start off with Sliders here, who's on the Sir Finley. Ooh, interesting. Probably Brucon out of these 3. Well, it would be my pick. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's a shame that it can't get much. Can't get attacked much on these early turns. Oh my gosh, 6 a.m. is hitting me hard. gonna get 2. Nope, only 1. Looking at the rest, Current Echo going for Cookie. We have a Master Wind from Kid. Another Sneed. Razor Maul picking Yogg. Yogg Saron. Razor Maul had a not that great of a finish. I believe it was, what, like a tie for 6th in the previous game, which means should be shooting for a pretty high finish. Yogg Saron, not necessarily known for those crazy high finishes, but does have a lot of potential for early tempo. Could smooth out the leveling curve quite a bit.
Having just checked it out, my representation of Ticketus does not appear to be accurate. It is a fairly flat curve overall in terms of average placement. 4.6 placement on average, but there's no like huge spike in 1st, 2nd, 7th, and 8th as I was describing. It does seem to be a fairly flat curve hero in terms of getting 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. So sure, I take it all back. This seems fine.
Well, that was an emotional roller coaster, Sodom.
It was.
Ooh.
TJ's favorite thing in the entire world.
Oh, yes. Iron Sensei. Every time.
You're just playing a 2-2 this time?
I mean, what else? You're going to play a 3-3 or a 3-1.
Yeah, true. I mean, probably the answer is you're not playing any of them this turn because there's not really any point. You just hold it for next turn for the quest.
Yeah.
Because regardless, you're not winning the fight no matter what you do here.
Funnily enough, Geomancer actually ticks the most like quest boxes.
Yeah, that is true.
Battlecry and Quillbore. But raw power, it's the brute. So this goes with raw power. Kind of have to, honestly, if you go 3-on-3, especially with a 0 armor hero. You have to find some power somewhere. Ooh, Secret Sinstone is interesting with Cookie, but 10 dragons
10 dragons or demons?
is just brutal.
Absolutely not. Are you joking?
It's got to be Smoking Gun. The other 2 are just almost impossible to complete.
Yeah. You roll, sell this. Okay, Bronze Warden is a decent pickup here. Probably still, even though it's a Divine Shield minion, you're probably not using the other Blood Gem. Save that for next turn in case the likelihood that you don't find another Blood Gem for the following turn comes up.
God, it's such a shame, too, because Secret Sinstone is just so good with any hero that has a hero power that discovers. Obviously, Cookie is not as good as
Elise, Scabs.
Queen Ashara, Scabs.
Yeah.
But, you know, once every 3 turns, you get 2 copies of something.
Okay, took a 3-on-3 curve from Jaboogie. Who has the initial prize in hand?
Neil said it earlier. Don't blame it on the Geo Boogie.
Yeah, it's quite good. Big fan of that. 4, 3, 2, 1. And
nope, it's
that's
still
the
turn.
End of turn 4.
No, it's not. Not until the end of combat.
So TJ did not get a bandwagon pick for this. Good to know.
No, it's not till the end of combat. It ends.
Unbelievable. Scammed. Utterly scammed.
It's not like I would pick it correct anyway.
Yeah, true. I'm starting to get slightly concerned about how good your game 1 of this lobby was, though.
Yeah, you better be concerned.
I am. I just said I am.
Yeah, you better be.
I mean, I am, though.
I know, and you better be.
Okay, well, then we agree.
All All right, we have a double trickster board. Oh, whoa, hello.
Wait, whoa, whiplash.
Now that's a shop.
That is a shop.
Now I want to get rid of this sun bacon relaxer, I think. Actually, you know what? The
I want to get rid of this
might actually be
deflector
one of the better ones because of the curve next turn. You buy, sell, and you have 6 gold left.
What if you just get rid of the Deflecto bot because it's got a Menace Death Rattle on it and you lean full body into Trickster Parrot? Eh?
Ooh. You just hero power the Deflecto bot and just nail a parrot.
Yeah. It sounds like the best play to me. Oh? Really? Refreezes the alley cat at the end of that turn. Interesting. That for?
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's the uneven amount of gold, right? 8 gold when you want to have it.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I see it. Fine. Lorinda pedantically pointing out that 8 is quite literally an even amount of gold and not an uneven amount of gold. But we all knew what you meant, TJ. Even I was not going to pull you up on that one.
Thank you, Neil.
But yeah, so what this means now is I imagine this is buy Alley Cat freeze and level. No, he is actually going to go for it right now. I imagine the damage being taken probably turned him off. But yeah, the Alley Cat freeze allowed options, right? Because what you could have done is bought the Alley Cat leveled and frozen again, and then had 2 gold with the Alley Cat that you could sell for the next turn for additional flexibility, which did make a lot of sense. But Gongi is just deciding that, nope, he needs to start going for something.
Oh.
Sure. Okay, fine.
Got a bird buddy. Oh. This is another interesting board.
Yeah, Baby Crush doing a lot of heavy lifting here for this board, you would think.
Oh, yeah. Still turn 6. That's a very early Baby Crush. And that tends to absolutely destroy these types of early mid boards, so.
Yep.
And looking at this one, oh, yeah.
Sliders here on trigger 6 Death Rattles for sack, which I would imagine is getting done, if not, if has not been done already.
Already done.
Oh, it is already done, yeah. Sorry.
It's done.
I was too busy looking at the spreadsheet.
Deed's been done.
There's going to take a colossal beating here from this Baby Crush board that we were just looking at on the other side. Okay, Houndmaster goes down is a positive. Might just prevent himself from getting damage capped here. Yep, just about. Saved 1 health.
Okay. Djibouti also holding on to the free refreshes. Right until it gets a little higher tower. Oh, nope, just kidding.
Yeah, you do generally want to save it. Oh, hello. For a point that's relevant. Like, you don't want to be rolling on Tavern 2 or 3 really that much. I mean, 3 with specific strategies. But generally, the higher you can get up in Tavern before spending that, the more impactful those rolls are going to be. So it does make sense.
Important job gets special bomb.
This is 4 demons or dragons for another hidden body.
Okay.
Wall of Minions is both a demon and a dragon.
But only counts for 1.
Yep. Also a Soddle.
I'm nobody's minion, TJ.
Yes, but if you were a minion, you would have a minion type.
That's true.
It's like 3 Soul Jugglers. Oh, okay. This Battleground main is complete for Evil Twin. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, has the Evil Twin Bristleback Brute inverted commas combo. Very common little thing that you'll see people going for in the mid game, because Bristleback Brute does tend to lead you into positions where it's significantly bigger than every other minion on your board.
Yeah, we could be looking at another puzzle box question here. Will a player win a game with not a full board?
Yep.
And Evil Twin does count.
Does indeed.
So that's if Razormaul is able to find a victory in this one, we would almost automatically get it. There's a possibility that he could just say, forget the Evil Twin, I need this specific tech card, right? Yeah, could, but very unlikely.
Yeah, seems incredibly niche.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
Looks like holding out here. Still on 40 health. He's going to take on the house and greed it. Looks like he's going to go up and look for the Fellbat next turn. Even after the lobby win in game 1, Yaboogi's still just deciding, hey, we're going for it. 2 wins and I can put my feet up for game number 3 and just not even show up. I can go do the Geo Boogie with all my geologist friends instead of playing game 3.
It also has the synergy with another hidden body, holding on to the ball of minions too. So it can actually get 2 discovers.
True. Yeah, very, very true.
Okay, well, I may as well have not had a vampire pick.
What's Kuroneko up against Pompata here? Have we seen Pompata recently? Is this a fat L?
Yeah, I think so.
Ah!
Okay, it's Double Bird Buddy, which is starting to out of style here real quick.
Yeah. You never underestimate the croc. You definitely never underestimate the bird person. That is a lot of avenge. Not sure I love this Ghast Coiler positioning, but there's no other real beasts. Like, I'd like to have the Ghast Coiler further up so that all the death rattles from the Ghast Coiler juice the avenge. But if you're doing that, which beasts are then getting buffed, right? There's nothing really left at that point, because you want the Baby Crush to attack early before it gets sniped. A little bit awkward overall. Really good attack order, though. Baby Crush doesn't really end up doing that much, but just the fact that...
Gosh, this board is weak.
Yeah, the Divine Shield gets sniped, and then the undivine shielded minion, based on the attack order, just went straight into the Giant Taunt on the other side, was really bad news. And that's it. Not even going to get through the main body of the Ghast Coiler.
Yeah, this is Smoking Gun.
Oh, that is Smoking Gun. Okay, hang on, hang on. Hang on. Pause.
I mean...
Pause. Pause. Never mind.
Nope.
Oh, that's it. That's enough. That's a win. No, it's not. Oh, it's so close. Oh, it was so close. Oh, Void Lord. Just the 9 health on the Void Lord, getting the double attack to go through the rat. That was so very, very close in the end.
Yeah. Unfortunate for Kuroneko after such a good start. Very, very close, though. Smoking Gun coming in clutch. But that definitely seemed like a situation where if Kuroneko had maybe a slightly better quest, could have transitioned into something, but that board was just so weak. It didn't really have like a super reasonable direction to go. It was just like a giant Divine Shield taunt plus 2 banner boars, and that was it. That was the whole thing. Got the Ground Shaker in on the previous turn, but it was only the banner boars that were buffing it, so it didn't up the attack by much.
That is not a bat. It is a Mantid Queen, however, though, which, as I was mentioning, last game is kind of the go-to consolation prize when you miss on the thing that you want. That, however, as you may have noticed, is a bat. And despite these Razorgores, I think Razorgore was the reward minion from the Ghastly Mask, but the Chalga and the Fellbat are going to be doing significantly more work here, you would imagine.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what a rush. What a rush.
Did you ever play Siren meta, TJ, when Nagas had Spiteful Siren?
No.
Okay, if you want to see numbers get bigger at an end of a turn, that is absolutely nothing to what Siren did basically every game. Is it even enough? It really isn't. It's losing to a ghost quite badly here. Like, really badly. Really, really badly. Okay. Whew. If he'd have just, like, windmilled into the rat at some point, that could have been an utter disaster.
Oh, yeah. But dodges it. And now the scaling. You just AFK from here.
He's so far behind. Presumably, he's just going to roll down for these Elises. There we go. Gotta be a Mantid, surely.
Yeah.
You cannot lean into any more scaling than this at this point, kid, surely. That Caligos does not exist. Okay, thank you. Walking fort, more end of turn. Let's get some taunts going.
Oh, I'm taking the fort and I'm just holding it. Trying to find some sparring partners.
I mean, everything else does kind of suck. The other option is just Gascoiler for tempo minion.
Yeah. Going up against Gongi here, so Gongi.
I think Kid might just die. I don't remember what Gongi's board state is. Wait, did you say red hands? I'm looking at Ritual Dagger. Yeah, it's Ritual Dagger.
Oh, whoops. I don't think I refreshed my sheet. Yeah, Ritual Dagger with pretty big stuff. Yeah, there's no way.
Kid's dead. Kid is just dead.
I mean, it was a rush.
It was a
sure.
rush, yeah.
A lot of stats, but even with like the Manid Queen pickup, not going to be enough. It doesn't seem.
It was by 12 minions for a Razorgore Ghastly Mask, which, in the circumstance,
this got better.
I mean, double Mantid certainly helps a lot, yes. It is a decent menagerie as well, which means that the Mantids are likely to get juiced. But this is double Deflecto, multi-reset on the other side, and the Deflectos are big enough to be relevant to basically every minion on the other side of the board, so I'm not seeing it.
Okay. So the bots are actually not terrible if they were like later in the sequence, because they could peel off Divine Shields, but yeah. It kind of resigned back. Probably sees the 0%er pop up.
Okay, 0 hits into Divine Shields. If there is a percentage chance, this is what we're going to be looking at. What? Hello? What's going on?
Okay, well, it's a loss.
I'm confused.
Neil saw the future, so Neil's like, you guys haven't figured it out yet?
How did I get here? Where am I? Who's the president? What day of the week is it? All right, Kid does go down. I see. The Ghost has won 2 fights in a row is what Lorinda was showing to us. I see.
Oh.
There was methods to their madness.
Oh, that's such a bummer. Kureneko was on the cusp.
Who are you calling short?
But a lot of times, you know, not indicative of the player's strength because people see that they're fighting a ghost that died 3 turns ago and will make their board weaker and get a little greedy. So
Yeah, and you can kind of see what's happened here, right? Is that Boogie has looked at the ghost fight and gone, okay, well, I have an option to get into some super greedy Theatar scaling in that case, right? And should still be fine to beat the ghost. And the ghost was actually a little bit bigger than anyone has been expecting. But this Theatar scaling on double ball of minions kind of removes one of the downsides of Theatar, which is kind of feel like you have to go off on the first 3 minions you find, right? Or it ends up being super duper slow. But now you can just cash out these ball of minions onto something else at any point throughout the course of the game. But because of the Nadina that Gyobugi has as well, there's a good chance that he just stays on these ball of minions for a very, very long time from this point.
yeah. Oh wow, a golden bird, buddy.
Yeah, from Pilfered Lamps. Had the 2 copies, completed the quest, and Pompata is off to the races. 38 health. Hello? 38 health, Pilfered Lamps. This is terrifying.
Large.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. As we were talking about it, sometimes you can just accidentally get a bunch of triples with Pilfered Lamps. Oops, I slipped and hit my hero power. Oh, cool. 3 triples.
Zap not really going to achieve anything here. Most of this board state been picked apart already. Just the remaining Divine Shield minions to go, really. Looks like Pompata has more than enough to have this covered. So Pompata is at 38 health with Lamps active and is ahead on tempo from other players in the lobby. Is killing people.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed. I do still think that Gongi's in a pretty good spot. I think it was Gongi with the mechs. Yep. It is. And Slider's going to fall as well. So down to the top 4 now.
We take a look at Solar. Actually, I don't remember seeing Solar at all this game.
Oh, that's why. Oh no, that was Razor Maul.
Ah, okay, yeah. Solar was the player that found the 4. I remember.
Yeah. We fort gaming now.
We are. Where are we dropping, boys?
Where are we dropping?
Does look significantly weaker than some of the other boards that we have been looking at, though.
Nah. Solo's cranking 90s.
Oh, have you seen his 90s? Cracked out of his mind, dude.
How do you do, fellow kids? That's what it's like for us, both like mid-30s.
To be fair, I did genuinely play tons of Fortnite when the game was actually
I know,
good.
I played with you.
That's true, yeah, you did. I forgot about that.
There was like one championship where we'd all go cast, and then we'd go back and play Fortnite for like...
We'd go back into separate hotel rooms and then connect via the Wi-Fi to then squad up and play Fortnite. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know how Gongi can really get like too much bigger here.
Yeah, passive scaling from the Ritual Dagger is doing bits, you know, like
Yeah.
+4/+4 return to a Deflecto bot is massive, right? If you want to, I'm sure there's an equation for how to compare that to vanilla stats somewhere, right? But if you look at this other side of the board, that 25-25 Imprisoner, the other 29-23 Demon, like you could add 12-12 to one of those, and it's still probably stronger just to add 4-4 to a Deflecto bot, right? Because of the Divine Shield, because of the resets and everything else that you have going on. But the problem is, the Deflectos are also the least likely minions to die because of the way that this pans out, as you're now starting to see in this situation. So it is a little bit of an awkward spot for Gongi to be in. That Tunnel Blaster is a disaster as well for Solar.
Oh, no.
Oh, another one! Okay, does get a Divine Shield on a relevantly sized minion from there, but yeah, not going to be good enough unless some real magic is going to happen with this last remaining Sneed minion. Leroy's? No Leroy's. And that is 6+3 guaranteed.
Yep. Razor Maul also falling, so just a clean sweep down to the top 2 players dropping consistently for the past 3 turns. So down to Pompada versus Gongi. It is going to be Pompada with that pretty powerful Bird Buddy board with double Reborn Kit. I was about to say, we haven't had a Bronze Blessing yet. This might be the last chance. Funnily enough, it's actually a pretty good one.
Yeah. Close-ish. That's really close, actually. This Baron is a little bit strange as it stands at the moment. There's not really any board space to take advantage of it. So, yep, just get it directly into the sea immediately.
See Pilfered Lamps. Whoops! Triple to Baron.
I mean, what's weird about that is like you're suddenly just one leapfrogger away from having a better comp than what you have from the rest of the entire game, right? With the Golden Frog, but choosing to discount the dream. Did Pompada buy that white main? I looked away for a second. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Very relevant information as to how this fight is going to go. I'm imagining this white main is going left. Yeah, I am currently there with you, but I am waiting for this this final 20 seconds or so, just in case Pompada decides to have some sort of absolute Pilfered Lamps disaster. Triple something, take it off his board, just play with 3 minions. Oh, no white main. Okay.
I went to Leroy instead. It kind of serves a similar purpose in terms of getting rid of the deflectos.
Yeah, solo taunt, which means guaranteed. That is going in, takes it down immediately.
Looking
now
good.
It's pretty much just going to be a battle of stats. The Imp Mummer doesn't really get any kind of significant value, however. And it is, 1 HP on a 38 attack minion.
There's massive Reborn gas coil. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's problematic. Oh my, this is just so much nonsense.
I'm nervous, TJ. I'm nervous.
What is even happening?
Okay, go left. Did not go left.
Now the deflecto attacks before it got reset.
That's true. Yeah, that's a really, really big deal. Problem is this gas coiler does not get outside 38, right? Actually, it does because no, the Bird Buddy goes in, which means this is going to trade 1 for 1. But yeah, it's an entire golden gas, entire gas coiler death rattle plus the beasts that come from it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Feel him. Never worried.
All right, we both collected some points. Wait, that's 20!
That is 20.
No way! Okay.
Double 6 drop from the gas coiler, stealing it down. We were worried about Pompada losing for our precious Barov's Blessing points. But in the end, massive scam, it has to be said. What was it? 6 drop, 5 drop, 6 drop, and then a small minion coming off a reborn gas coiler in that situation, which is pretty disgusting in terms of total damage in the end. In a position where, honestly, it didn't even look like he was necessarily super favored to win the fight. I think think still favored to win the fight at the beginning, but then he kind of resolved into a position where he didn't really look that favored anymore. But then really, really strong drops from the gas coiler, not only to win the fight, which probably would have done when we got down to that last point with the gas coiler, but the crucial thing being 6 drops and 5 drops coming out to actually get the kill at the last moment. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, from this like middle point of this round, I literally had no idea.
Yeah.
Look at this board, and I don't think anybody could tell me confidently.
Oh, it was that attack there. Like, that Deflecto going into the 14 attack Rat Pack meant that the Deflecto couldn't possibly attack again without dying. And everything, like, there was 1 attack and 2 attack and 3 attack tokens all over the board, and the Deflecto went into a 14 attack Rat Pack and cost itself basically all of its health to lose the Divine Shield. So otherwise we could have been dealing with a pretty different scenario overall.
Yeah. But nicely done from Pompada, and 38 health ending the game at, which is pretty insane. Given that it's not really even a high tempo hero, and certainly not a high tempo quest. Just a solid game all throughout. And there's our current standing. So Pompada, very poor start, but with that win, is going to sneak into the current top 4 standings. With Gongi, Geoboogie, Sola, and Pompada at the top. But Razormaul and Kuroneko not far behind. Kid, however, incredibly far behind, and we've also reached a point now where Kid is almost mathematically eliminated. Very nearly. It has to be Razormaul and Pompada. Actually, basically the top 4 or the bottom 4 in the next game has to be Sliders, Kuroneko, Razormaul, and Pompada, like in descending order, and Kid has to win in order to have a shot.
And then, yeah, Kid would beat Pompada. Pompada would have a 0, a 0.5, and a 7, right? Yeah. Yeah, I suppose it can still be done, but it's looking absolutely dire for Kid. Bring back Kid 5 is what I say. Clearly, Kid 5 had it right all along up until this point. Just rocks up with a name, making fun of Kid, and wins the whole tournament. And then Kid has the chance to run it back, and it's looking like kind of a repeat of what we saw last time with Kid plummeting out early. So bad news for Kid, bad news for me, since I had Kid in my fantasy team as well. My fantasy team not doing great in this group so far, although I did have Pompada, who picked up a win in that one. But still, one more game to go left in the day.
That's right, which means we're going to have to go to our last break of the day. But when we come back, we're going to have the conclusion to Lobby B here, the final game. And then we're going to end the day by revealing the top 8. Right? Who we're going to be seeing in that final lobby tomorrow for that check format. So don't go anywhere. More Lobby Legends right after this.